What's up, everybody? I am Sniggenhoff, and Ni Hao. We are playing Huanzhou today. I don't know. They're not technically Chinese in this part, in this era of time, but they are Chinese now, so I'm going to take it. In the last episode, we declared war on Yeren because they decided to have no troops. And going to win this war really quick. We're definitely taking this province, and then everything else we can. And then hopefully what's going to happen is we're going to core this province, hit a button, and then get cores everywhere. That's the idea in theory. I don't know if that's how it's going to work in practice, but we'll see. Let's unpause and see what exactly happens. We do have a rebellion ticking up. It's going to fire in about 1.2 years. Hopefully we can have this war done by then so we can go deal with it. How big is it going to be? Probably bigger than I really want it to be. 19k troops, which I have 21k troops, and a pretty decent general, and manpower, so we should be able to handle it, but I don't want to. Don't make me do it. Their army is mostly stuck over here. They had some men, okay, there they are. They do have some men down over here sieging up, and this is another thing that adding devastation does. Typically, I wouldn't care. Like, siege down my province. Go ahead. I'm sieging down all of yours. I'm going to take it all. But, I mean, them sieging down this province does take up the devastation a little bit, making it less useful. This is a 9 development province. So, that does at least, like, cause that to be a consideration, you know? I'm not going to do anything with it, but does at least make you think about it. Let me send people out to go siege down all the rest of this. And then you guys go deal with this. You come down over here. Okay, sweet. That should get us fully sieged up. How many troops do they have? 7,000 cavalry, and they're all over here. No, 5,000 of them are over here. 2,000 of them are down here. I know that because I can see these 2,000 right here. I'm not blind. Eventually, I'm probably going to get rid of this fort here in Huanzhou. It's just, like, not necessary. But we'll leave it for now. And someday, maybe, I'll finish this siege. Now that I think about it, we probably are not going to be able to take all of the provinces in the peace deal. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to take this... They have this one province over here. I just don't know about it. So I may not be able to take that. Oh, I didn't want to hit that button. I wanted to hit this button. I don't think it consolidated anything out, though. Am I still at 21? Yeah. I wanted to split them and send one guy down over here, but I'll just send this guy down over here. And the devastation keeps ticking up when it's sieged down, so... Oh, they transported their troops over. Gotcha. But yeah, pretty easy war. They're transporting their troops back over here, it looks like. So we'll send our army in there. And they did get there in time. This is a mountain province, so there are both of our armies, because we're hordes, get negative 25% shock damage in there. We did win. It was a little costly, especially considering the fact that my sieging army took a lot of damage before the reinforcements were able to arrive. But now I know that that's their plan. I can have that option covered. We're going to go take the extra inflation and extra admin. Ming's doing stuff. We're doing stuff. Changes by 0.08 due to control. Yeah, I think that having that fort here did like cause this devastation to tick back up really fast, as opposed to like here where it's still at 9%. Okay, that's another extra thing that forts are good for now, having them out on in your frontier where you've conquered new land to get the devastation ticking back down. I just need to finish up the siege, and we can call it a day. I can't lower... do I want to take a royal marriage with Ming? I don't have a alliance with Ming. Will taking a royal marriage get me more likely to get an alliance with Ming? I'm at war. They would accept an alliance right now if I wasn't at war. Sure. I mean, eventually I'm going to attack Ming, but it's not for a little while. I need to get much more powerful unless they find a way to explode themselves. So yeah, we'll go ahead and take that alliance. Especially, like, they're not allied with, I mean, once I'm done with this war, I'll take that alliance. They're not allied with Korea yet, so me having an alliance with them will make them less likely to ally Korea. So we'll be able to attack them. And if I can get all this land, like Korea, this well, that's a 3 development province, bad example. There's a lot of high development provinces down in here that, first of all, owning would be good. Second of all, raising would be really good. Speaking of nothing that I was talking about just now, I'm gonna take military tech 4. Getting these pounded out, getting these, like, if we can get tech 4 before the Renaissance fires, that will be nice. Even if we get them like just after the Renaissance fires, that'll be good, but not having to pay that penalty. And once the Renaissance fires, we may think about, with all of our extra monarch points that we're getting from raising, developing the Renaissance down into our soon-to-be capital. Once we push the button to become Manchu, the capital is going to move here to Girin. %. I believe we are losing a lot of money right now. No loans taken out yet, though. You know what? While I'm sieging this down, I should definitely look and see about something. Okay, so I'm at 40% overextension right now, right? 33% because I finished that core. So I don't want to go above 100% overextension. So I can only take 66% in this deal. I definitely want that province. And then I kind of want these coastal provinces. I mean, this is like just big, desolate land. So we may be able to take a solid amount. We can only take this much in the deal anyway. Yaren and Korchin will be in a coalition with me. But Yaren will have a truce with me, so they won't be able to join, so it'll just be Korchin, so that's fine. So we're looking at this peace deal right here, which should be pretty good. And I can't take that much money. 108. How large my monitor is, whenever I mouse over this button, it covers up this. So I have to, like, you can see through it a little bit if you squint real hard, or you have to keep moving it. It's a little annoying, but I make do. It's the sacrifices we make for our games. Come on. Dang it. Ports are blockaded. Can still hire advisors. Ming is influencing more people. Ming has separatists in their nation already, which is crazy. And we're about to have the Haichi separatists fire, speaking of. And I still only have 21 slots available, right? As I get more military force limit up, I'm probably going to use the banners to fill in those slots right now. Banners aren't always cavalry, so when they're infantry, it's really good. Cavalry are more efficient, but infantry are cheaper, and we kind of need cheaper right now. We do have a bunch of cavalry, so possibly the next ones we get will be infantry. I think it maths it out based on your cavalry to infantry ratio. So we can have... I thought it was... I messed up the way that the numbers work. It's not that... when it's at 50%, you can have literally 50% of your army be cavalry. So at 75%, you can have 75% of your army be cavalry. Haichi Separatists just fired with one more troop than I thought they would have. Finally won that siege. So we're going to take our peace deal. morale of armies plus 10%, and manpower recovery speed up. I want 15, 14, 13, 15, 14. I'm looking at the supply limits of these provinces right now. There's one with a high enough supply limit for everyone to go to. Reduce overextension. We're at 85%. I want to core this one, but first I want to raise everything. Already raised this province. I haven't been looking, but is our horde unity even ticking down? It doesn't feel like it is. Or I've just conquered a lot. Some kind of crappy provinces up there in Yaren, but I'll take what we can get. And then I want to core Hingen. This one. It's going to take us 16 months to core it. Another good thing, all the land that we've conquered so far is Manchu culture. So all of this land I can raise banners from. When I start conquering this land, if I want to raise banners from it, I'll need to convert it to Manchu culture, which to get the achievement to raise 100 banners is likely something I will have to do. I have this fort on right now, so even if they succeed in the siege, it won't raise anything, because if you have a fort next to a province that gets sieged down by rebels, it negates all of the bad things. Ming wants 5 military power for our tribute this year. I will send it to them. Yaren is no longer a valid rival. Haichi separatists have sieged it down because of the fort in that place. This has no further effect on the province. It will cause devastation to take up though. And then I have a costly embargo that I can't revoke for 5 days. Revoke it now. Who can I rival, if anyone? I cannot rival anyone else. I want to ally Ming. We can't ally our overlord. Okay. So that royal marriage was a bad idea. That's unfortunate. I'm going to start building up a spy network on Korchin. Or can I just... You're already improving with the Oirat. I don't think I have any countries that are threatening to me. What does it cost to cancel a tributary? I don't know. We don't have to worry about it right now. The Oirat would ally us, but we don't want to do that. Let's build up spy networks on Korchin and Korea. Now, you don't need the spy network to form claims, although getting claims on countries does reduce the time it takes to core a province that you have a claim on. So it is still valuable. Plus, if I go to war with one of these two, having the higher spy network will allow us to siege faster. Also, one thing I should have done is humiliated one of these two. But I could maybe actually no. It's probably better to wait to do that and like do it to Korea or Korchin, because like I did want this land. It's all Manchu land already, whereas Korea and Korchin have land that's not Manchu that might be better. I'm gonna shift consolidate real quick and get rid of this guy. I do have one more room for one more troop. They are at 222. I have the siege advantage. I have the shock advantage over them. I have 11 cav versus their 6 cav, and I should have oodles of discipline. This interface is new, so I don't know where everything's at. Where's the discipline? Where do I get to see discipline? Why did they move it? I should have oodles of discipline. We'll say that and leave it at that. We're going to build another boat. Maybe we shouldn't have done that because I am running a little low on money. Oh, you jerks. This is a mountain fort that they are sieging in mine, so I will become the defender, so they'll get a -2 to all their rolls, which is pretty decent. Yeah, we're going to win this battle easily. Going to lower maintenance. Even with the lowered maintenance, we're going to be losing a lot of money just because of all the cavalry we have in our army, unfortunately. It's one of the reasons why I was kind of trying to avoid cav early. I need to mothball my fort as well. I don't want to get too big into debt or too big into corruption too early, although I do need to tick. I need that ticking down. Any other ways we can make more money at the moment? Not without making more states. And we need the core to finish before we do that. So, I could disband some of my troops, or I could disband the banners. Might be an idea, since the banners are, I mean, they're free. Essentially, they're not free to maintain, but they're free to raise. So maybe I should disband the banners in between wars. Another way to make money would be to go to war with Korchin right now, but I have a little bit of overextension I need to get rid of before I do that. How's my devastation looking? I haven't mapped devastation yet because it's brand new. So yeah, my core provinces are all pretty good with no devastation, but like all these provinces up here are pretty highly devastated. 13%. That was only at 4%. And then all this land up here that I want to take soon, it's already pretty devastated. So it's like, it's not even gonna be all that great. But yeah. How many troops does Korchin have? Also, can I just talk about, can we give a swift shout out to the Ledger being able to sort with allies, rivals, war enemies, positive opinion, negative opinion? This is great. Also, Korchin has no troops. I wonder if it's because of the problems that I'm having right now of like not having enough money to do things, and they just disband their army. I think I am gonna get rid of my banners. I think I've only got the 3. I'm not sure there's a reason to keep paying for them when I'm not at war, because they are essentially free to raise. Like, it does cost corruption, but like, other than that, you know, what's corruption? What's a little corruption between friends? I could even like stop paying down corruption if I wanted to. Having it at, I mean, it's ticking up because of overextension, but having it at like 0.46 isn't even the worst thing in the world. If I did, I'd like stop losing so much money. That's one of the reasons I'm gonna bring that all the way down for now. No. All the way down, I said. How close are we to tech? Pretty darn close. 1450 and March 1451. And our leader's 213. We're focusing military right now. Our air's not bad, 334. That's pretty darn alright. 53% of the way on this. It'll be done in April of the next year, so about 6 more months. And then I will see, I think it's going to give me at least the half cores on everything. I think it's going to give me full cores on everything I have in estates. So these are my states right now. Apparently I have, do I have this cord? Yeah? Huh. I shouldn't have a core here. No, I don't have a core here. I think it's going to give me full cores on everything I have in a state already, but it's going to give me half cores on everything I don't have in a state. But we'll see. We're losing 0.4 ducats now. Disbanding those banners is probably a pretty good call. I don't think I'm going to need them in every war, to be honest with you. And that may be the right way to use them, is you just raise them when you feel like you're going to need them. I could go through and enact some edicts around here. One thing I'm probably going to do when the Renaissance fires, when I decide to develop it, is I'm either going to enact Renaissance fired on January 1st. Doesn't always do that. We will give you your 5 admin. I'm either going to put institution spread plus 33% in the place I decide to develop it at, or local development cost. I think local development cost will be better, and then I do the institution spread in states around it afterwards. We'll see. Still waiting till April to finish this core. So let's go to that. But like you can see how even just raising these crappy provinces out here has gotten me a solid amount of monarch points, even with a not so solid monarch and no advisors. Okay, my horde unity is ticking down. It's just, I guess I did those 2 wars in such quick succession that it stayed up really high for a long time. Land technology research useless. Several prominent men in our country are pointing out the path we are going when it comes to army research. Army research is utterly foolish and will amount to nothing. They demand that we stop the current approach and stick with what was good enough for our fathers. So they have a point: we lose 50 military power, or we ignore them and lose 10 prestige. I'm going to keep the military power and lose prestige. And while I have these guys here, I go ahead and just make claims on provinces. I feel like they added more provinces to Cochin as well. Kind of looks like they did. And maybe to Haichi. I don't know, I'm not super familiar with this area of the world, but somewhat. I can take admin tech. I will do that very thing. There we go. We have cored that, which is going to allow us to then unite the Jurchen tribes, which should finish this quest of reduce overextension as well, if I am correct on how this works. Are you ready? New traditions and ambitions. Our state is going through a range of changes that is rapidly changing our identity and ideals. Unless we actively work against it, we will see the ambitions and traditions of our country change as a result of this. I don't think when you change countries, it can change your national ideas. I don't think hitting this is going to change it from Manchu ideas. I'm going to go ahead and say yes, please. We've gained a bunch of cores. We can make states now, and yeah, that almost reduced all of our overextension. We don't have cores on Breja or Harelabu. Oh, did we have to pay for all those cores? It made us pay for all those cores. They got around that little exploit, it looks like. Okay. You only get the cores you can pay for if you already own the land, it looks like. Okay. Okay. Well played. Anyway. That's going to be it for this episode. If you enjoyed the content, feel free to like the video and subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. Tell me about Utsang. What does the U stand for? What is it? Why is it necessary? What's with the hyphen? But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.